Alright, so this is a fanfiction idea I kind of came up with on the fly earlier today. I thought it'd be kind of fun. It is, like, you could almost consider it in continuity with the current, like, Cody Ziegler run of Miles Morales Spider-Man. And for all intents and purposes, there is, like, a good chance this could actually, like, come into play. Like, this could actually be something you see... this could be something you see in Cody Ziegler's run. Like, there is a good chance it could actually happen in this universe. In Marvel Universe, in the Marvel Universe right now. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. Anyway, so that story is Miles Morales, Fugitive. This is a comic, this is a fanfiction idea that like I said, thought of after, like, I've been following issue by issue, not by I've been able to read it, but more like I've been following Kate Joel's comic reviews. And again, like, this could easily be something we see in the Cody Ziegler run in the near future. So I thought I thought this would be pretty cool to do as, like, a fun fan fiction idea, because again, I thought it would be pretty nice. Again, it seems like somewhere we could go, especially after the recent issue of Miles Morales Spider-Man. There's a good chance it could end up in that direction. But, yeah. So let's get started. This is just kind of my take, anyway. So, this story begins with Miles just kind of, like, on a normal day out. Like, he's just kind of on patrol. It's just kind of like dealing with a lot. After the whole thing with Carnage, after the stuff with the Rabble, all of it has just been kind of like a lot, but thankfully he's been seeing his therapist. He's been just kind of like going through the motions at this point. He's really like just been kind of like, yeah, I have gone through a lot. Like, Miles acknowledges that he has gone through a lot as a person, and he's basically now at a point where he's just kind of like, yeah, shit got really crazy. Like, shit got really wild, and I need to keep moving forward, though. However, that's when, out of nowhere, his spider sense goes off, and he's like, oh, fuck, what was that? Like, what just happened? And in comes Iron Man flying in to, like, tackle Miles into a building, and is like, you are Spider-Man, you're under arrest. And he's like, excuse me? Like, Iron Man, what are you doing? What is this? And Tony's just like, kid, don't fight me. Like, this is, come in quietly, or this is going to end really badly for you. And that's when, like, Sam Wilson Cap comes in, along with Carol and Vision, because we're using the Jed McKay Avengers right now. And they're all like, look, Spider-Man, you're under arrest. Don't try to fight us. And they're like, what? I don't even know what I did. Miles is like, I don't even know what I did. Like, what is going on? Why are you guys attacking me? And they're like, don't try to, look, we know what you did. Don't try to fight us. And he's like, I didn't do anything. All I'm really seeing is all I'm seeing is a bunch of guys who I work with and know what I'm capable of, and, who know me, are attacking me for no goddamn reason other than, you think I did something, and now we're gonna get into a fight. He's like, Tony's like, and Carol's like, does it need to be a fight if you help us figure out what's going on? And he's like, well, what happened? And they're like, well, you can tell us by what you did to, what you did to the other Spider-Man. And he's like, excuse me, Pete, like, Pete's down? Like, what happened? And he's like, you don't... And Thor's like, yeah, dude, yeah, we all saw, like, you attacked Pete, you attacked Spider-Man in an unprovoked attack. He's like, do I look like I would do that? Do I honestly look like I would be able to do that in any capacity? And they're like, yeah, we know, it's weird, but you could have been under some psychic manipulation, some magic, there's a lot. We're not saying you did this intentional, Miles. We're not saying that, you did this intentionally. Maybe, like, it was like, maybe during the Secret Empire, Hydra got a hold of you and did the same thing they did to Cap. Put in, like, a plant in your brain. Maybe it was magic. Maybe it's, something else. The point is we don't know, and we need you to come with us until we can figure this out. And Miles is like, no, and what if I say no? And Miles even points out, I fought with all of you. I fought alongside all of you, and you guys are so quick to, blame me for this. It happens every time. Every time one of us goes out of control, we immediately assume the worst in the other person. No matter what it is. I know Pete was a little effed up during that whole thing with that weird god situation, but he had a good reason to, and you guys all turned your back on him for one reason. And yeah, it's the same thing when you turned your back on him for when Kingpin was making him buddy-buddy when he didn't like that. So you guys are just attacking me because you don't have anything else to go on, and you guys are jumping to conclusions because that's what we always do here. And he looks at Iron Man and is like, well, you helped me fight Carnage a few months ago. And he looks at Sam and he's like, I fought on the Avengers alongside you. You and Vision. And you guys want to come at me like this? Nah, fuck that. So Miles ends up fighting fighting the Avengers. But of course, Carol and Thor are there. And while Miles puts up a really good fight with his electrical abilities, he does get taken down, and now he's being transported to a secure facility where they can start figuring shit out. However, during the transport, the Avengers, as well as the task force that's along with them, gets attacked by a certain trio of villains, being Scorpion, Rhino, and Prowler. Of course, Uncle Aaron was going to come to the aid of his nephew. And for those who don't know, Miles is actually friends with Scorpion and Rhino. He's actually become friends with them. So they jump in, they save Miles, and he's like, this is so not helping my case. So Miles is already like, well, shit, I guess I gotta go with you guys now, because this is what's happening. This is my life now. This is what's now going to happen. So they take Aaron, Rhino, and Scorpion, take him to a secure facility, because they were like, yeah, there was no way we were going to fight the Avengers in a full-on fight. It was just snatch and grab. And they're like, they keep saying, I did something I didn't do. Uncle Aaron, do you know what's going on? And he's like, yeah, you there's a lot of news of you attacking Peter Parker. He doesn't call him, he's other Spider-Man. The other Spider-Man, you attacked him. But I know for a fact you would never do that. And they're saying it was mind control or something. It's nah. Ain't no way my nephew would be influenced by anything but his own volition. So, fuck them Avengers, we're gonna figure this out ourselves. So he sees footage of what looks like him attacking Peter Parker Spider-Man. He's like, I gotta go see Pete. I gotta go see the other Spider-Man. And he's like, and Marin's like, hard pass, you cannot do that right now. You are now, after attacking the Avengers and running away with 3 supervillains, he's like, whose fault is that? He's like, would you prefer you be taken to some facility and get your brain poked at or something, or thrown in prison? It doesn't go well, it doesn't go well there, trust me. So, yeah. And by that point, that's when 2 more people show up. Starling, Adrian Toome's granddaughter, and Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. And they're like, yeah, we saw the news, we had to come to your aid, we know you didn't do it, but we'll fight alongside you. And Scorpion's like, fuck them Avengers, but sure, I'll stick with you. And Rhino's like, I'm already on the shit list for everybody, might as well, but I like you, kid. And that's when Miles is like, fine, if we're gonna do this, then we're gonna have to do this right. We're gonna have to make ourselves, fugitives for a little bit. So, what the hell? We're the Sinister Six now. So, and Kamala's like, cool, I'm already a mutant, so people don't like me to begin with, so I'm fine with that. I'm already a mutant menace, so, why not do this, right? So, the 6 of them begin, by analyzing the footage, and they're seeing that this is, Miles is fighting, and he's like, this has got to be some, shapeshifter or someone like that. It could be any one of these things. And he's like, I gotta go to the scene of the crime and see where this happened, and I gotta go see what the other Spider-Man, what happened to him. So he does go see Peter, and Peter is, all fucked up. He is, he's being watched over by the Avengers, but he can't get too close. But even Peter is like, yeah, that wasn't Miles. Like, he's trying to tell the Avengers, yeah, that wasn't Miles that attacked me. That was that had to have been that had to have been a clone. That had to have been like some magic mumbo jumbo, or a clone by the Jackal or the Chameleon. Did you guys ever think about that? He's like berating all of them for thinking, like immediately turning on him. And then Miles pulls out not Miles. Peter pulls out the card of, do you know how bad this makes you look? You guys look. You guys, 4 out of 5, like 3 of you are white superheroes beating on a African American kid, and I'm sure a lot of communities aren't liking you to begin with, and they're probably also turning on you, Sam, for helping them. You know. And Tony's like, I'm not even looking at social media, and I don't like it either, but we have to assume the worst, that maybe he's compromised. And then he shows footage of him with the, and Peter's like, what evidence do you have of him going rogue, Tony? And he shows images of him making his own being saved by Prowler, Scorpion, and Rhino, and he's like, that could be misconstrued. So meanwhile, the Sinister Six are the new Miles' Sinister Six, or as he likes to call them, and Kamala points out, how about we call ourselves, like, the Spectacular Six, or the Sensational Six? And Scorpion's like, no, I don't even want to be called the Sinister Six, or the Sinister Syndicate for that. He points at Rhino, I don't want to be called the Sinister Syndicate either. We're just helping the kid. So, the 6 of them are like, looking over the scene, and that's when Miles, like, notices something really weird about it. Like, he notices that, like, normally there would be, like, his spider sense is going off, but, like, there would be clues or something. Like, this would lead to, like, clues about who did this, like, who could be capable enough to leave evidence, but there's none. There's even like, footprints or anything. Usually, like, when Spider-Man crawl or something, they leave, like, little prints or something on the walls, but there's nothing. And he's like, it's like a ghost. It's like if someone just created something out of thin air. And he's like, and that's what Scorpion's like, created something out of thin air. You mean like a thought? Fuck. And sure enough, that's when the 6 of them get thrown into this, like, weird mindscape. Just immediately, like, they fell into a trap of a mindscape. And the person behind it is Mindworm. For those who don't know Mindworm is, it's okay. Mindworm was this D-list level Spider-Man villain who showed up in the 70s and was killed as a homeless person on the street in some Marvel Knights book. Mindworm has been dead for a while, but hey, when has death ever stopped comics, right? So it's revealed Mindworm was one of the other people resurrected during the clone conspiracy. Like, this is how I would do it, is like, the Mindworm was one of the many dead Spider-Man characters that had been resurrected by Ben Reilly's clone conspiracy shenanigans in Dan Slott's run. So he's been kind of like trying to rebuild his mental powers, but he never forgot the hatred he had for Spider-Man. Like, not once did he ever forget all the hatred he felt towards Spider-Man. And then we found out there's 2 Spider-Men. He kind of Mindworm got the idea of making basically killing 2 birds with 1 stone. There's too many Spider-Men. I can wipe out one and have the Avengers or someone else kill or incarcerate the other. That'd be amazing. So they have to fight their way through all this, like, mindscape ability, like all of Mindworm's mental, like, shenanigans, fighting up and down this mindscape that he's built, until eventually Miles does find the real Mindworm, and then proceed to punch him so hard he punches him back into reality, and delivers Mindworm to the Avengers, thereby clearing his name. But he's not happy about it. And they're like, I guess the words "I'm sorry," and he's like, not even close. Like, it's not going to do enough. So, and also, don't you come after these guys either. This is my crew. And Scorpion's like, Jesus. I'm not good, guys. I'm not a Thunderbolt or what. don't, I don't want to be associated. I'm not that good guy. And Rhino's like, I would. He's like, shut the fuck up, Rhino. Shut up, Alexei. Fuck, shut up. Anyway, so that's where the story ends, with Miles clearing his name and going and having his own little adventure otherwhere. But like I said, like I would have, like, during that Mindscape battle, I would have like Gargan battling his way through like swarms of scorpions attaching to itself like his suit, even like battling when he was Venom, like battling a version of himself when he was Venom, and he's like, oh god, that was my worst time ever. Alexei Six-Savage, aka the Rhino would be confronted with his wife's death again. Kamala would be swarmed by mutant haters. Starling would be attacked by by her grandfather, Adrian Toombs' Vulture. Aaron would be confronted with his with his brother's death. Wait, did they retcon that Aaron's dad is still Aaron's brother's still alive, but basically confront the fact that, like, he got a lot of people killed. Excuse me. And Miles would have to battle through being the shadow of Spider-Man, battling through all of his anxiety and everything else that's happened to his life in recent years, like fighting the Rabble, Carnage, Hobgoblin, all of that, to get at Mindworm. Anyway, so there you go, guys. That is Miles Morales, A Fugitive. You guys, I hope you all enjoyed it, and comment below, let me know what you guys thought of it. Like it, hate it, yeah, just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.